Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 with the Fall of the Dragon Empire mod. Last time around we were able to put down a Chinese rebellion and claim a new province, the Shimosa province. Currently though, they're not too happy with us having the control, as they're very much pro-emperor. Also, bad news is the fact that the shogunate has fallen. Kofu took Edo province, or Musashi province, but the town of Edo in Musashi province, there we go, that's the right way of saying it. They took that and eliminating the shogunate faction. Not only that, one turn later, the Northern Alliance, wherever they are up here, got taken out as well. So there's no one on our side. Plus, there's a number of factions that have switched allegiance. Most notably, it's the Koreans, which are now pro-emperor instead. Or maybe they were always pro-emperor. But, well, anyways, we had pretty good relationship with them to start off this campaign. Right now, not so much. Yes. As of current, I'm gathering up troops because we're hoping to actually take back Edo province. Not entirely sure if I'll keep it for myself or we'll reinstate the shogunate as a vassal. The reason for holding it myself is because the province holds this telegraph office. We could build our own railroad, which would greatly increase us being able to send troops down the line as we close in on wherever we're going. Kyoto, I imagine. Otherwise, we've got a number of things being built here, so hopefully I'll be able to make quite a bit more money, as we've got a deeper iron mine, we got a bigger trade port, and we've got a bigger farm coming around. And then in 3 turns, we have additional infantry barracks being built out, and the town being built out as well. I'm hoping then to be able to build a artillery factory, so we can get artillery. And that's about it, I think. No, actually, when we're talking about recruiting troops, we have now received words from Paris that we have 3 brigade commanders on the way. So we've got Hios for the 6th Light Brigade, and we'll be recruiting them shortly. Currently though, I need to expand my army as quickly as possible to be able to hold off the enemy. And most of these extra units are, of course, taking a lot longer to recruit. So it might take a while for these to come out. But Hios skirmishes, the 6th Light Brigade, those are the first one that we'll recruit. Then we've got the 2nd Guard Zouaves, which is Majovsky's brigade. And then we got the 85th Guard Engineer Brigade, Kurt's Chosen. And those are the current ones. We'll see as more pop up. Right, currently there's not much to do, I have no more moves to make, and currently I want to build up my army a little bit more before trying to strike at Edo province. So, we'll go ahead and end turn. Also, we're pretty close to winter, so if there's if we have to siege this place, I would rather start that siege in early spring than in late autumn. So, let's go ahead and end turn then, and see what our enemies have in store for us. Mounting unrest in Shimosa, but we also have fire in Sagami. Something's going on. Eager to serve. Enlist him. Yes, I will enlist yet another general. Wonderful. Well, then you can move with these additional 3 units over to Shimosa and hold that place down. Wonderful. That means that I can bring up, I think, 3 units. Too much. I can bring up 2 units to the armies up front. I do think I want to bring with that commander when it's actually time to strike. What I saw during the end turn was that I think a Sagami army, which is actually the clan of Odawara, they moved in and attacked this army right here, breaking up a large portion of it. But in the process, they seem to have broken down themselves and leaving themselves open for attack. This is, if I'm not mistaken, it is a Shogun-friendly faction. So that's pretty bad. We do now have the opportunity to trade. Unfortunately, we do not have that many choices. We only have this one right here. So I guess we'll have to set up trade with them. I would have wished we'd still be in good standing with the Koreans, because I do think you make more from trading with larger factions. But we gained some income through that. This army is now actually poised to attack and take out this, which would bring Corfu up to 3 provinces. And then, since winter is just around the corner, they could build up during winter, while we have to sit out here and wait. So that's not too great. I will go ahead and see if I can't sabotage. The question is there, is it best to sabotage because it costs 2,000? Or would it be better to gain an additional 5 units for my army instead? I think we have my answer. Here's what we've built. Here's more troops. I'm recalling the fleet also. I was gonna send them out to try and find more trade partners, but I think we need them at home to be able to bombard. I don't know how much the small boat adds, but I think it's one of those weird things where it's kind of auto-resolve bullshit, where even if the boat is like half a 3-pounder cannon, it'll still do quite a bit of damage. So we'll have the spy in close proximity here so we can see what happens. But if they take that and then have winter, then it's a major setback. Plus they've brought in troops now. Extra troops to hold the castle, which is going to make it a lot harder for us to claim it. Right, let's go ahead and end turn and see if we can't get any more troubles coming our way. Our assassin was detected and we now have winter. Whilst moving through enemy territory, our forces has uncovered a cache of military supplies is transported back to our domain. Ample supplies. 25 recruitment cost for units. That's perfect. 25. That's a lot. Okay, so somehow these guys were able to raise another army quickly and has besieged Musashi. I could move in to try and aid them, but I want to take this, potentially. So we're going to hold back. We're not going to move into aid, and we're going to hope that these two, instead, are going to go ahead and fight and kill that one. And in that case, leaving the province very demoralized and easy to capture. That's the idea, anyways. Oh, what did you think that I was actually here to aid the emperor? Or I mean the shogunate, and not here for my own selfish, French, snail-eating, what's it called? My own... Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So we get... How long do we get that for? We get it for 6 turns. 25. Maybe I should recruit then the more expensive units. Now I can still spam out these units quite quickly, and they now have become quite a bit cheaper. They cost 700, I believe, before. Should I maybe now go for the really... We need more troops. I think we can go ahead and get the light troops now. So we actually get Hio's brigade out and into order. And the spy is just going to go ahead and check what's out here. And then head back. I don't think I'm going to be walking into the enemy territory until we actually have good weather. so we don't take attrition, which this army is currently doing. It's going to weaken this area for us, so when spring actually comes around, we'll be able to move in rapidly. It looks as though on the map, like Shimosa has expanded north, which it would be good. Or no, that's not Shimosa. That's Utusumaya. Wait. Let's go ahead and take a look. I am trading with them, and they have actually expanded further out north. That's great. We actually got an ally that is doing something worthwhile. So we've got kind of a strong position here in the north of us. We just need to take out Hitachi and then move through here. Or actually, well, I mean, in terms of we've got a lot of supporters up here. So this is obviously not on the map right now, as this is the most important bit, but closing this out is going to be important. Right. Winter can't, or spring can't come sooner. Let's go ahead and end turn and see if we can't find an opportunity to strike at our enemies. Finally, spring has arrived, and I think it's time for us to move. We could wait to have these two armies fight each other and hopefully deplete each other, but the thing is, if I keep sitting here and waiting for the perfect opportunity, it might not arrive, and I might end up in a worse situation than I started with. What I'm thinking here is one force needs to lay siege to the castle to make sure that that does not reinforce us from the back, or reinforce the enemy coming up attacking us from the back. Then my assassin is going to try and sabotage this army right here, making sure that that one does not... God damn it. I was hoping I'd be able to make sure this one did not support the second one. But clearly that was not the case. Now, I think... Actually, we're not going to leave any forces behind. We're going to attack with everything. But we're going to leave a pretty small force to actually lay siege to the actual town. And then I'm going to take all of this. This one will be in reinforcement. So you should move about there. Then the general will pick up everything, and as you can see now we've got Hio's 6th Brigade with us, and we'll attack. Now the best thing to attack is now actually attack the smaller one, because now in Shogun you can have 40 units on the field, so they will be a reinforcement immediately, and Shogun has a better system of reinforcements, but everyone basically march in within you know, a few seconds or so of each other. So they will be reinforced really quickly, but I will be able to, right at the start, be able to outnumber the first force. I think though this first force that will attack is actually more experienced than the second one. So we should bombard down, and of course it did no damage. Right. We'll bring in a faction leader then to attack. The small force leaves and actually retreats all the way over here. That's great, because now that leaves this force without support. However, because I don't have any more moves to move forward here and attack him, kind of leaves us in a vulnerable spot, because they will definitely counterattack. Huh. Okay, so I should have probably attacked the bigger force just to draw into battle, but I didn't realize that was what was at stake here. I'm gonna have to recruit some extra troops to hold this place down for a little bit. Make sure that that does not revolt. This one keeps being attacked by the geisha to distract the garrison, so they're not going anywhere. Alright. I made my move. The die is cast. Now let's see if the enemy has outplayed me. Corfu didn't attack. Corfu declined to attack. Our assassin was detected. Army distracted. Morning unrest. And what is this? Security matters. Public order in this province is low, and some rebel insurgents have been attempting to capitalize on the situation in order to promote anti-government dissent. Should be wise to invest in additional policing. A wise plan. We will invest in security at once. Security matters. Which, constructing propaganda building, constructing Shimsigun an agent, repression in the province for 12 turns. But I'll lose 1,000 cash. The thing is, I'm not looking to build any policing structure in that province. And just 1 plus to repression for 1,000 when we're not making enough, really, money. But at the same time, I feel like this could, if I don't invest, that it triggers a second event that like is so much worse. So I guess we'll do it, even though it wasn't really worth it. It's down to 2. I can recruit yet another infantry unit, and then we're almost done. I want to bring these guys to battle because we're gonna have to fight them sooner or later. I'm gonna bring you up as reinforcements. We're gonna bombard, and now I don't have the money to block him from leaving, but let's see. Why am I not able to attack here? Why arrow indicate the army's reinforcement? Okay, yes. Okay, why are you stuck? You can't attack either. It is a Corfu army. I am attacking it, but for some reason it doesn't allow me to attack it. Should we turn towards the I'm not sure what the problem is here. We'll try and find a way to somehow destroy them. What I might... Odd. I don't know, it could be some kind of bug that we're so close to the shoreline or something. I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and end turn and see what happens. Sooner or later, the garrison will surrender, so we've got that going for us. I'm not sure what the problem is and why I can't attack here, or why I can't bring these guys to battle. What we can do though is we can start the siege battle. Now I am in clear advantage because I bring in 1,400 to start with, but I bring in an additional 7,000 troops in reinforcements against the 3,000 defenders. Now we don't have cannons yet. I haven't actually tested the naval bombardment. Maybe I should do it for this one, just to see if it actually works. Otherwise, I think we'll just attack here. We'll cancel this out. He can't get any reinforcements. He'll be forced to retreat or seek battle with us. And with us holding the strong point, his position becomes untenable and he has to leave. So I think that's the reason to do here. I could wait another 4 turns to see if they would completely starve out, but I think it's better to attack now and still have some of the campaigning season left to go ahead and completely rout them from this area, and maybe even seek to move to their home province and defeat them there. So that's what we're going to do, and yes, let's go ahead then and attack the fort. Well, would you look at that? The artillery did work, and I just destroyed the inner courtyard here, or the inner castle, where we took out these 2 towers and the gate. Wonderful. However, we still have to get through the first line of defense, and so we've got 1 militia unit over there, and we got another militia unit. No, they have abandoned this wall. I think I'm gonna save the next artillery attack for whenever the enemy gets their troops together. So I have 4 infantry units of the first army that's going to be brought up here. We're going to see about burning the tower and suppressing the 2 units that are on the side here. So I'm going to deploy 2 units to go towards this side, and we're going to have 2 units going towards this side. And we're going to see how well we're able to conduct this. Here comes the rest of the army, which have unfortunately been running. I guess I accidentally put them to running. Here comes the troops. Here we can see Hios skirmishers moving in. It's actually so many troops, it's slightly like lagging as I'm watching this. There's a lot of them. Now the skirmishers could be part in suppressing the walls here, but the thing is we obviously have an hour to set this up. Let's see, but Hios troops coming up here suppressing. Since these guys are ready to move in, they'll move in first. Oh, the German troops? These guys will be sent in first. If it turns out that these guys get completely slaughtered, then Hios will move up his brigade, suppress these, while the rest of the army makes their attack. So we have a first probing attack here, and the actual commander of the force should be part of this, supporting these troops, as it is the first time they go into battle. We have an additional 5 infantry units coming up in support of this attack right here, and then these troops, I don't think we can fit too many through an attack here, so I think we'll have 4 stationed there, and then we have an additional force of 4 just as reinforcement over here, and then 5 coming through this angle. Alright, so we are receiving fire. It's from the tower. These guys are within range. We should actually halt and open fire. Alright, we've started firing on them. They have taken 0 casualties. I will move 1 unit to the side there. Clearly then, it's not as much of a problem I thought fighting the wall, as they're currently not even returning fire. The skirmishers can then advance and see about joining in by shooting down the enemy. Right, so what I want to do here is we're going to have 1 setting up like that, shooting down this way, and then this guy is going to run up and burn the tower. And as this goes along, and since it's actually going quite well, I will have all of these coming up. Shouldn't maybe not have brought the general there. Those two generals will be heading somewhere else. Alright, the lights have opened up. So far we have done some damage. I wonder if it's mostly the light units that are able to hit, or if it's all the fire that's coming in from over here that's actually able to hit. Oh, I didn't realize. From afar I couldn't see this, but the walls are actually extended up into the sky. Right, this one has lost a few, but shooting down this range works fine. Now burn that. Do they have? They have nothing on this wall. We should move more troops forward. Ready themselves for an attack. And these troops as well. To see about climbing the walls and start to aggressively take this castle. Right, we've burnt this. Wonderful. I don't think these guys have return fire at all. You might want to move back. It looks like the wall is going to break as well. As well as the tower. These guys have been very much successfully suppressed. Just need to get enough troops ready in a position where we'll be ready to storm the wall. These two skirmishers are not actually firing. They have nothing to fire at, I guess. Doesn't matter too much. Currently, I'm winning. So when I see the units, we got 3 units out here. That would actually be perfect. If these start moving this side, I put a focus right on there, and that explodes and kills the load of them. We've got 1, 2 up here, and then it's the mortars with 1 unit defending it up here, and then we got 1 reserve backing up this unit. I think we're gonna start by trying to climb the walls here. Oh, he's breaking almost. I think it's time then. Okay, they are starting to fire at us. This brigade will be moving out to this position right here. You will be moving to this position. And I'll order you to climb. Right. Now we're starting some aggressive movements here. And this one's about to break, so I will already order these 4 forward. To go ahead and claim the gate later on. Since these two have nothing to fire upon, they will be shifted now to this side. To start to be able to shoot at the guys in the wall. Alright, we've started to get some troops across on up here. This one has realized what's going on and is broken actually. Alright, then you will climb there. You will climb there. Additional 2 units climbing. You will move up quickly to burn the gate and open up for these 5 units. And now we'll order these guys to start climbing. As the one on top broke. And suddenly became very quiet. And we're starting to take castle by force here. Getting our troops up onto the walls. Oh, they're starting to move. I will bombard that. See if that works as intended. Right, that is burned. Let's see, I heard mumblings out here from, or wherever out here. Okay, they've gathered all in this area. Here comes the bombardment and boom! Oh, and he threw quite a few of them into the water. I think we probably couldn't have gotten a better attack here. We blew up quite a few enemy forces. Right, I want you then to start lining up this way. And then these two lining up this way. There's retreating troops. Everyone here should be climbing up. Actually, let's do this. Let's not start the melee just yet. That's the enemy's general unit. Oh, they've shifted this unit now. Means that we are getting fired upon from all sides down there. These units will now be ordered to quickly move into the center of the castle. This one is aiding in the suppression of the troops up there. I wonder if the lights will be able to aid here. Possibly this one, if I can move him up, something like that. But otherwise, I think the skirmish brigade, Hios skirmish brigade, is going to have to stay back. Right. Takes quite a while for 300 or so troops to climb the wall. One thing that I need to do is I need to stop the ones coming in there. Let's bring the general up. And these two up. And then these be brought up as well. In support. Right, the troops here. This one suffered a lot. Almost 100 men from this unit. Oh, and you're even breaking. I need to send the general over there. But they almost broke, but they actually ended up breaking the enemy unit. Wonderful. Right. Move on to here, form a line and start opening fire on the enemy. Meanwhile, we already now have troops crossing up into the castle. I'll put you like this on the bridge and then fire upon these. You should be able to fire down here. And then you can move all the way up here to fire down on those. Oh, you are getting shot to pieces. Okay, move behind. As everyone is gathering here, move behind the houses to take cover. To try and avoid the worst of the enemy fire here. Oh, they're leaving. They're leaving the top side there. As troops now have successfully gained entrance to the top. Alright, everyone here then form up. And then we'll prepare to... I was about to say burn the gate, but the enemy opened it for us. I'm gonna move a unit up to claim the tower, and then, yeah, you have already noticed there was an enemy unit moving towards us. Form into proper line though, and open fire upon them. Once we're able to hold pre-position like this, and having the enemy march into our fire, it's absolutely devastating. We're about to claim that tower. We're sending in all the troops up through here and starting to kill those guys. Oh, they're coming in through the gate here. Or trying to, at least. I want to see if I can get at least one unit to line up here and start shooting down the troops inside. All of these are actually retreating. Right, I don't need to capture the tower. All I need to do is make sure that I get my troops on the wall and they can start shooting down the enemies over here. Right, you have to hold fire because I'm sure we're shooting the forward units in the back right now. Let's see if we can get one to claim the center then and end this before too many of my men die. There's still quite a large army out there ready to fight us. No, he just took out the flag, the bastard. Right, the officer is about to avenge him, possibly. Unless he's about to fall as well. No, he got him. He avenged the bastard who took down the flag. Or he killed him, I should say. He didn't avenge the guy who got... Right. We are taking damage from the towers. Which is unnecessary at this point because the enemy has already retreated from this part of the castle. Okay, I want you then to stand on the flag specifically, and then I want you to move into line like this and shoot these guys down. I think we're gonna win by killing them all rather than fighting or taking the control point, what it looks like here. Some units taking quite heavy casualties, moving up on the walls, but the enemy did not prepare the defenses very well, and as soon as you are ready, you can fire into this mess. What are they waiting for? Oh, they actually have troops among the ones that are down there. If I order them to kneel, I think they should start shooting. Yeah, because it locks them in place. And then allows them to fire even if not all the troops... Well, now all the troops are actually in. We have one of our units fighting with them. I'll order him to leave. Make it so that we don't shoot our own here. Although we got very high accuracy, so might very well be able to avoid a lot of the friendly fire. Although given the amount of fire the unit is, or the amount of shooting I can hear from them, single unit is left. And we claimed victory. We took the castle. Wonderful.
Your men have the enemy tower. Fine work, sir.
Here's the result of the battle. It's a decisive victory for us as we deployed 8,600 men, while the enemy had 3,000 in the castle. I thought we actually lost more. Well, we ended up losing 800 men. Looks like almost 300 of those was self-inflicted of our losses. Yes, and we've got quite a few men remaining. Chevrons awarded here. Skirmishers. The only unit that actually you can see what the name is. So the skirmishers lost no one. They got 76, 32, 1, 46. Was there any unit that gained chevrons? No. Right, now comes the issue. I've captured the province of Musashi. Should I occupy it, or should I make it a vassal? The thing is, it's right in the way, and I kind of want that train track. I wonder if instead I should make the Northern Alliance into a vassal state. I want to make some vassal states, but maybe not along the train tracks. I'll peacefully occupy this one. That forced their army to move, and now opens up for me to attack them. But the thing is, I do not have like a serious advantage over the Japanese here in terms of troops or anything. Well, I do if I bring everyone in. If I bring this army out as well, it could be good experience for all of my generals as well. And it might even get this guy his second star, which would be good because he's the commander. Wait, what? Oh, that's why we can't attack him. He's within this clan's domain. I can't march and attack him because he's within the Odawara domain. How did I not think of that? Trade has opened up with more factions now because we gained another port. Odawara, we are very friendly. How about you give me
welcome, my friend.
military access? How about 5 for 5 turns? What do you think about that? Military alliance they want. Fine. You are supporter of the Shogun, just like me, so that will work out just fine. And while we're at it, let's set up trade with another ally. No, you didn't want to? Very friendly though. Here's one. No, Shirley wants trade. Wonderful. I wonder why the other bastard didn't want my trade. No, I don't want money. What a tool. Right, what are... I can't bombard, but I can attack? Or did I already bombard? Right. Now I can move on the attack. We're allies. We're allies with the Odawara. Did I ally with the wrong nation? Owner is Odawara. And I am in a military alliance. Do I need to extend to gain military access as well?
I'm honored to receive you. It is
I don't get military access for military. What? Might be able to. Only if I Sweden it with 1,000 gold. To deal with an army on your own bloody territory. There we go. And the first thing he does, the bastard, is to retreat. Right, I want everyone to be part of this battle. to be able to support the general. Right, now he has to stand. So we get our 2 generals, so they get the experience. We get bombardment as well. And we get our new allies joining in with a full stack. We have close to 15,000 men against the enemy's 5,000. Let's go ahead and smash these bastards, which dishonored the Shogun, and leave them dead on this field. The armies are gathering. We've got our allied coming in here off the right. We've got reinforcements coming in from the left side. And then we got the enemy army across. So the gathering up onto the hill with troops on the sides as well. I have ordered the first army into just a single line to extend to the point where I can match their line, and then I've got the skirmishers in front. I think I want to wait until, well, since my ally is going to attack their right, we're going to be focusing then on the left to make an attack there. I will order some to be moved into the reserve for the center, and then we'll boost the troops on the left side and prepare an attack on that side. So I have close to, I don't have, how many troops do I have? I think one line is 20, so we have 25 units then. Soon enough, my bombardment's gonna come in, and it looks like it's gonna be a perfect opportunity to fire off it here. The way the enemy is moving. Alright, the Hios and his light troops have opened up, doing good damage on the enemy, which maybe here is actually even better. I should move up the lights maybe to hold them in these bottlenecks, so that we can bombard them there. Okay, the bombardment is ready. I think it's actually gonna be here. It's gonna be the most effective one. Why did it... Oh! My ally is able to shoot as well? This is mine, and this is my allies. Combatter! Currently the enemy is marching forward, not returning fire. The lines in the back are firing, and I'm noticing that my lights in the forward are not losing extra troops. Okay, that he missed his, and yeah, I kind of missed mine as well. Oh, there, I got one though. I got one really good one. What are they doing? The enemy army is not returning fire whatsoever. They're just marching into our fire right now. Currently, I don't think I've lost a single unit, while they probably have lost close to 1,000 men or something. Who knows? What is going on?
Victory is assured, sir.
But now we've lost one skirmisher. Probably due to friendly fire. Oh, he's about to stop. He's firing! He's firing! I saw one little puff of smoke. One of their units were able... There! Now they're opening up fire. Okay, so we are losing this unit right up here. It's actually losing quite a few troops. And then the ally is just streaming forward. What kind of shit army does he have? You bloody bowman? Doesn't matter too much because there's thousands of them coming to the aid. And they're just coming, moving through. Right, I was a little bit worried because there were so many troops in the enemy army. I didn't realize they would outnumber them so heavily. What is this? These guys, oh, they've got old, I thought maybe the, our enemies had like the Springfield, what's it called? That one's, oh, the enemy general charged the light troops. I didn't notice that. Where, well, what's it called? Trapdoor Springfield. I thought maybe that what they had, but it looks like they've got the muzzle loader. Alright, the enemy army is in full retreat, and we have won a great field battle. The thing is, I have fought the enemy before, and so like I think this is a random or like a strange occurrence that the enemy doesn't move up and like start firing on us. That they just moved forward and got slaughtered like this, because right now it seems like it was super easy, but I have fought pretty tough battles when I test played this. So, but you know, I will not if a victory is given to me freely, then sure, I'll take it. Wonderful. His result of that battle, an astounding victory. Well, maybe not actually. But given though that we faced a force of 5,000 men and we only lost about 600, I think that's pretty good. Also, about 30 exactly men were killed due to friendly fire. We did deploy close to 15,000 men though, so they were outnumbered 3 to 1. In terms of who gained what, this is Allied Army. I can see one skirmisher from here's 6th Brigade got experience. Might actually be easier to look at it this way. Yep. In terms of what kind of kills they got, we can see here 200, 173 and so on, and you can see how many they lost and so on. Surprised that more of them didn't gain chevrons. Guess losing 7 people was enough to not allow him to gain one. That's wonderful. We even get a proper marker for it as well. And we gain a star. I think this guy gained a star as well. So main faction leader gained a star. Distrustful. Makes it a French chef or a British merchant. Morale to all under this man's command for a French chef. I would not feed this muck to Englishmen. British merchant banker plus trade income. Tariffs only. There is alchemy in London to transform paper into gold. Money is more worth it, but it seems like it's a French chef for my French One morale though isn't nearly good enough as 5% to trade income. And then 1 star. I usually go for aggressor and build down this line. Wonderful. So 5%. I hope that 5% right now might not move the tick too much. But in the future, 5% is going to be a lot. And with other modifiers, that could go far. Great, so we're done with the second episode. We have regained Musashi and the capital there, Edo, which is great. Market. I do not need a market in this, I don't think, unless of course my British merchant thinks otherwise. But we have gained another territory and we smashed a huge enemy army. 1869, wonderful. And we're on a good way here. We also gained an ally, which is great. I think we'll have to continue and take this out. It has a copper refinery. What does that do? I'm not sure. We'll see what that does. But then I also want to make sure that we close out this and the fact that this, which isn't our ally, but is shogunate friendly, is under heavy attack. He lost the province to the north, and it seems like they're coming down at us, so we're gonna have to prepare. Kai should fall, but then we probably have to reroute our armies to the north. And hopefully here, as we now make 3,000 per turn, I should be able to recruit the guard. Let's see, what was it? The guard engineers. Now, the guard Suaves that Majovsky wants, I just noticed that here, is that if you go here, let's see. So when we get to this technology right here, that unlocks the guard Suaves down in the corner, all the way down in the bottom there. It says guard Suaves. So that is quite a few turns away until that arrives. So it will be the guard engineers that got put into action for the next brigade then. Right. Does this give me the ability to extend the skirmish brigade as well? Seeming, and that's we have so many troops, we should perhaps make the brigades even bigger. So it could be five units in a brigade, 5 to 4 units, and then there's 4 brigades per army. Anyways, I've done 2 battles, a siege and a land battle, so I should not continue talking and end the video. So we have done well for ourselves today, and hopefully our luck will continue, and we'll subdue the Japanese and reinstall the shogunate. And with that, I will say, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.